Is this thing on? Already. My name is Josh Ward-Hibbert. I'm 29 years old. I play basketball for London Lions. Yeah, who am I? I am the choices I make on a daily basis. I am a reflection of the choices that I've made previously. I try and make the best ones or the most fun ones. Nah, I try and make the best choices for me. Whatever choice I do make, I'll stand by them and know that I made the choice at that given time for the best reason for me. I was born in Nottingham, and my home court I felt was in Derby. My first time in wearing a proper jersey in a game, that was for Derby. I was 12 years old, playing in the under-13s. So when I was about 17, I decided to step away from basketball to focus fully on tennis. I'm gonna say still, I'm not 100% sure. Under-18s, when I went there for the Junior Wimbledons, I held the record for the fastest serve. I hope it still holds to this day, because that's my claim to fame. When I hit about 22, with that I kind of just fell back into basketball. It kind of came back to play for Derby. They allowed me to play on the Division I team, and after a few months I found myself signed with the Leicester Riders, and decided to leave Leicester and come to London, and it's been great. It's been like a second home for me. It's home court number 2 for sure. This is my 3rd season with the Lions. It's been an amazing journey. I feel like the team's got stronger and stronger, and especially this year we've got some amazing talent on the team, some amazing personalities as well. I think they make everyone just feel like this is just one team and just one family. It's been amazing. So yeah, I've probably been playing basketball for 24 years or something, so that's a long time, isn't it? I mean, when you say it like that, I still love the game. I still love competing in the game. So Matt Shaw, he's the current D1 coach of the Derby Trailblazers and runs the academy there as well. Yeah, I think he was important in my basketball journey. He allowed me and facilitated me to keep playing the game of basketball. You're gonna have to go a really long way to find anyone that's got anything bad to say about Matt.
I'm Matt Shaw, head coach of Derby Trailblazers, and had the pleasure of coaching Josh as a junior. At the time, Josh was going overseas and playing in a lot of competitions as a youngster, so he'd come back and be desperate to play in games, and we'd sort of say, yeah, you can play, Josh, and I'd bring him off the bench, and he'd almost be, coming in and dropping 36 points just to make a point like, Coach, why didn't you start me? And he just had an appetite to compete. He took a 5-year break from basketball to focus on tennis. He told me in the summer that he wanted to give basketball a real go, and for us that was music to our ears. Despite the fact he hadn't played for 5 years, I was pretty confident he'd be able to hit the ground running. So we said, yeah, come back, play Div 1 and we'll help you on your journey, but realistically knew immediately that we weren't going to be able to keep him for very long. He was just way too good for our Div 1 team. So he played probably for about 4 or 5 months. I think we only lost 1 game for that first 5 months. Watching him now, it's just like watching the same 17-year-old kid in that respect, that just can't take a possession off, can't take a moment off. I'm going to play hard the whole time.
Honestly, I don't remember a time where I wasn't playing sports. So my older brother Matt, he's 3 years older than me, and everything he did, I was soon to follow. I just remember from the earliest of times just doing simple basketball drills. But obviously at that young age, I think it allowed me to have fundamentals that maybe a lot of kids maybe at that age didn't have. I guess it put me in a good place for future. If I didn't have my brother, or we weren't that close, I can guarantee I would be nowhere near as successful as I have been in my basketball journey or in my personal journey.
My name's Matthew Ward-Hibbert, I'm 31, I'm Josh's older brother. We've always been active in each other's sports. I'd probably say we're definitely each other's, one of their biggest supporters. That's my little brother, that's my guy. As a big brother, how more proud can I be? Obviously I had a stellar tennis career, reaching top 10 in the world at one point, setting records at prestigious events such as Wimbledon. Then when he made the transition across from tennis to basketball, next thing you know, he's playing, Division 1 and BBL, and obviously now having a very successful career at the London Lions. Very proud and very impressed, as I feel like anyone else would be. The biggest challenge has always been distance, largely because of the careers that we've both had. Around when you're 16, 17 years old and your 14-year-old brother is, missing for weeks at a time. That was definitely tough growing up, but we always knew that what we were doing had a larger plan ahead. So one thing I've always been very, proud of us both for doing is that regardless of the distance between us, we've always managed to maintain that relationship.
Sports was really my life. During this whole time, both of my mum and dad both worked full time. Mum and dad were both social workers. My mum, I could sit here and talk for hours, and it wouldn't even come close to the love and the gratitude that I have for her. She's the most selfless, the most giving, the most caring person in the world.
Oh yeah.
Well, I've not prepped for this.
It's going to be tears for sure.
They were very boisterous, and they were very competitive right from a very young age.
One of the things that I definitely took pride in seeing was just seeing Joshua just come back time after time, regardless of the losses, regardless of the scores.
Well, that's okay. I did lose a couple of times, took some teeth out on the way, but
still got a missing tooth courtesy of Josh's backswing.
Why would you stand behind someone that's Tiger Woods in it? Why would you do that?
But yeah, fond memories and scars to prove it.
To play in any sport at this level takes a lot of determination and a lot of hard work and motivation. I am very proud. It's terrible. Oh, I'm so proud of them both. In terms of education-wise as well, because that's very, very important. I have two masters, one a Master of Science and then a Master in Business MBA. But sort of equally, to Matthew and Joshua are well qualified.
Not like you though, but
Yes, you are. You've got a Master's.
I got one of those. You got two of them. No matter what it is, whether it's when we spoke about education or playing sports, I never knew anything but giving my best. That's just something that was just instilled in me from living and growing up with someone like you.
As you can see, I'm their #1 fan.
You always have been, absolutely.
Proud of you too.
If I were to give them any advice, it would be to enjoy life and to take your opportunities and...
Live fast, die young?
No, certainly not.
Burn bright, burn fast.
No.
Aim low, never be disappointed?
No, certainly not to aim low. To enjoy life and believe in yourself.
My family are the best people that I can ever speak about. My dad, he played a bit of basketball when he was younger, so having a father that was just so involved, and he was always there, cheering me on. Hello? Hello, we're here with Max, obviously, and then look where we are. It's the first time I've been here for 5 years. Actually standing on this court, probably decade, easy.
Yeah, the place has changed though. It's got basketball courts now, and
yeah, it's nice. You can see the lines on the court.
Yeah, there's no cracks in the floor.
There's no holes in the fence. Me and brother and my dad would go down there on days that I didn't have official practices with tennis, and my dad would do the best that he could, just for me to have the opportunity just to be better than I was, I guess, that morning. Yeah, they've done so much for me. All three of them, my mum, my brother, my dad, they've sacrificed so much. Probably the most difficult thing for me, the fact of maybe not knowing if I'll ever be able to truly repay them. But me in the future, obviously I hope for greatness. First of all, I hope for greatness, prosperity and health and wealth and all of that. But honestly, it's gonna sound mad cheeseball, but I really just hope for happiness for my family. My whole situation, everything that I've done and will do is 100% for my family, and it's by my family, trying to do the best I can, and I guess show them that I'm grateful with my actions and where I get to.